man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Throwing Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Off the play fake. Jones. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Cousins. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Cousins to throw it. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
Shreds him with a stiff arm, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Cousins.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins, nothing.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Grant. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. On 1st down, Grant. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Grant. And they'll get this down to the 10. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Donovan Peoples-Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Jones on first down. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10. To throw again. Jones eluding the pressure right. Jones hit and the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. From the gun, Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
From the 31, Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's taken on the 25. And they can't bring him down. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Jones. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Sermon.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that's caught out wide by Cooks. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Jalen Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 8 coming up.
Cousins. Eluding the pressure right.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 36, Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. All day, all day. Hey, yo, watch out. Check Mike, 54.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
19 Lions.
From just shy of midfield, Jones.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Cousins on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down now, it's Grant, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Cousins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check 25, check 25. Why? Get wide. Listen to me. Switch gears. Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Watch the slant.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a throw here to his running back. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run with Grant. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Cousins to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Cousins now. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.